So if you've gotten to this page right here on our website, it probably means that somewhere along the line you clicked on the little thing that says CAEET. And you may or may not know what that means, but as you read through the description, it means Chinquapin Adventures Experiential Education Training. So that's a whole lot of words into one little acronym. What I wanted to do is just kind of break that down a little bit and see kind of what that means. So one of the main words in there is experience. And when you think about your life, you go through lots of experiences. And a lot of times you have those experiences with other people. So anytime you have an experience with someone else, you can learn something from that. And that's really some of the things we're going to look at as we go through this training. And looking at what can we provide as an experience to do with other people and then learn something from that. So it's just kind of as simple as that. So you might go, oh, well, that's great. At camp you could do that, or maybe a teacher does that. But really, it kind of fits with anybody because we all experience things in life. And so if we experience something, we can learn something from it. So maybe you're a women's group leader and you say, hey, I have an experience with this group of women and I want to bring them closer together. And so sometimes I want to provide an experience that we can do and then talk about and then learn from. Or maybe you're a men's group leader or a home group leader, or maybe you're some kind of a youth small group leader. Maybe you're a parent, or maybe you just work with other people in a business somewhere and you say, hey, we have this group of people who have been put together and we want to build that group to be a stronger team. So if we can provide an experience and we can do that experience together, and then we'll talk about the experiential learning cycle and what that is. Now, this isn't like, let's sit down in a classroom and learn all these different theories. This is going to be very hands-on. So we're going to look at the experiential learning cycle, and it kind of looks like this thing here with the little form that you go around and you experience something and you talk about that, and then you think, what can we learn from this, and then you put that into practice. Okay, so that's the experiential learning cycle. And we're going to look at that just briefly, and then we'll say, okay, now let's really put that into practice. And we'll do some activities together as a group. And then we'll go into just all kinds of activities that you can learn. Things that you can say, hey, let's do nitro crossing. What in the world's nitro crossing? Well, we're going to learn that. So different activities, they have names, but a lot of times the names are just for us as facilitators when we're, going to do the activity. But for the group, they're just having an experience. So we have that experience. We provide that experience, and then we say, what did we do in that experience, and what can we learn from that? So one of the things that's in the little description there, you're reading through and you say, hey, bring your bag of tricks. What in the world is a bag of tricks? So I brought my bag of tricks. There's all different things. I kind of brought my smaller bag of tricks. I have more things that could go in here. But things like pool noodles. How can you get to know the people in your group and their names with a pool noodle? Okay. We'll look through here. Crazy postcards. Okay, we have postcards, things that we can experience together. Of course, we have a rope. I tell people, I could probably do 5 to 8 hours of activities just with this one rope. There's so many things we can do with a rope. What else is in here? We have balls. We have telephones. We have remotes. So when you're talking about, hey, what happened in this activity, sometimes you need to rewind a little. Sometimes you need to fast forward. Sometimes you just need to stop. Things that we can talk about even with our remote. What else is in here? We have blindfolds. We have blocks of wood. Bike inner tubes. More wood. My favorite, some rubber food. Stuffed animals. More rubber food. Spots. Spots with numbers. Spots without numbers. Things that we can do with those. Knotted rope. A little soft ball is a lot harder to catch than a ball that's like a tennis ball. Things that we can learn from. Mouse traps. What do you think of mouse traps? Are they dangerous? Are they risky? Can we learn from getting more comfortable with risk on how to just be able to do risky things and not be so nervous? Weird things like this. Find out what that might be for. So a bag of tricks is just all kinds of objects, because you can take any kind of object or any kind of experience, provide that and say, we're going to do this. And once you do this, then you've done that with your group and you can learn from that. So we're going to spend 5 hours together on March 21st, and we're going to have a great time learning together. You're going to have an opportunity to learn lots of activities. You're going to have an opportunity to lead some activities. So it'll be a great time to just provide you with another tool as you think about how you're going to teach people concepts. So we'd love to have you sign up below, and we'll see you on March 21st.